what's up? It's Kim here, and today I want to do my 2020 year in review. So today is January 1, 2021, and I just wanted to summarize and look back at the previous year and tell you about how things worked out. So, anyway, I started my 2020 in Oslo. So, me and my mom were living in a one bedroom apartment at the time. So, we got that apartment also for the purpose of turning it into an Airbnb unit. And we did manage to make that happen. We had a couple of guests in a few months. Total of 5 guests, 5 groups of guests. So it was a great experience. I've invested a bit of money to buy some mattresses, get the house painted. So that was my first time being a host, an Airbnb host. January, that's the time when my mom celebrates her birthday. So what we did is we went to Tinko Beach in Alcoy. There's a resort there called Voda Krasna. So we had lunch there, and then we bought some pizza as well for takeout. And then that's what we ate for dinner. Her younger brother visited us at the house that time, so we had dinner together and ate that pizza. February, that's when we decided to move out and go to Karkar. So we found this nice apartment that's near the mall. We got really lucky with the apartment. It's a 2-story apartment with 2 bathrooms, and we're renting it out for 5,000. Really liked the opportunity of getting close to the city, but not quite in the city. I have a friend here, and that's why I chose this place, this city. And at the same time, I was thinking that I might be able to get a good deal if I'm trying to find a place that's outside the city. So it's a good thing. I feel like I found that good deal. This apartment was a bare unit, and so we decided to furnish it a little bit. I bought a table and then a couple of chairs for the apartment. We're not that far from the city, so it's fairly easy for me to go there. And there was one time where I went to the city in like 4 p.m. and I had my dinner there. Afterwards, I went to a bar in a hotel, spent some time there, and then went straight to the club in Mango. I finished there at about 3 a.m. Went home, and I was back in the apartment before 5 a.m. So really it's the same as almost living in the city and partying out. So it's still pretty accessible, and I could do that kind of lifestyle if I wanted. But then again, the lockdowns came, so I had to stop going to the city. I spent most of the months here in the apartment, just working from home. So I did get to have the opportunity to work with some awesome people, and I had some growth in my career in terms of learning a bit more. Fast forward to September, I celebrated my birthday, and then after that focused on the work. Really, what I like about here is that I was able to save a bit of money, and I bought a couple of stuff. So I got myself a desktop computer because I needed to have something that had more power to it. So I also got a MacBook computer. A friend of mine was selling a second-hand unit that she used, and I decided it was a good opportunity to buy that. I've been buying my MacBooks second-hand. I don't really mind it as long as it's working properly, and I can spend the money elsewhere. So another thing I did is I had my MacBook Air repaired. So I noticed for a couple of months now, ever since 2019, that there's been a bulge in the body, and it's only recently when I realized that it could be the battery that's making the bulge. So it's a good thing that I asked a friend of mine to have it repaired in Imo. So we did have the batteries replaced, and now it's looking good as new. One other thing that I bought is my camera. So it's a DJI Pocket 2. Another thing is I bought an Android cell phone. So I've always been an Apple user with the cell phones, but then I realized that I don't really need to spend that much money on a phone. What I need a phone for is just the messaging, and mainly if I'm in another country, then I need to have a Grab app. And right now I'm using it for social media as well. So my general idea with phones is really they're just a toy. And if you would spend about 40 to 50,000 on a phone, I don't think it's reasonable, unless of course if you are if you really have the money. So the way I think of it is that the people who have an iPhone cell phone, it's either they have a lot of money, or it's a bit irresponsible to spend so much money on that. It's up to you if you really will be using the phone, if you need it for more than just, it is a status symbol though, so if it makes you feel better, it makes you motivated to work hard, then it's up to you. For me, it's all about what will you do with the money that you save. If you did save money from an Android phone but ended up wasting the money that you saved instead of buying the iPhone, then you would have been better off buying an iPhone, because at least the iPhone is able to keep up its value over time. You can still resell it for a price that's not too bad. But if you know how to invest, then about 30,000 difference. 30,000, you can do some things with 30,000. You can invest that and save that money. This year there's been some challenges, of course, but I'm just glad that I was able to get through it. I was able to meet some new friends this year, and buy some stuff that I want. And I'm thankful for good health, for me and my mom, and also my family members. And hopefully 2021 is going to be a good year. This is my first time to make a year in review. Maybe someday my future self would watch it and reflect on what's been happening in my life. Anyway, I think it's a good way to look back at where you've come from and think about the things that you are thankful for, so that you could focus on you can focus more on those things. I hope you enjoyed the video, And also, I invite you to make your own 2020 review and leave it in the comments below so that I could check it out.